Welcome back, team. You're gaming with the Colonel, and this is Strategic Command WWII World at War, the continuing multiplayer series with Epekepe. So let's see what he did to us today. It seems like I have a problem over here. Wow, that's not good. Yeah, it's ugly, right? He's searching. He's coming up now. It's almost time for the advance into the Japanese islands, I think. Ooh. Coming from both sides. It's ugly. Completely surrounded. You know, every time I do that, I attack a fleet like that, I lose a battleship point, whereas he does not. It's interesting. Yeah, that guy's kind of sucking wind. Oh, there you go. Well done. Well done busting through that hole. I applaud you for that move around Zagreb. That was really good. Look at that core. Ah, thought he was going to survive it. I'll tell you, where I have the actual fortifications, it's done quite well. He's only really broken through one or two areas where the fortifications were at. So the units have stayed pretty much intact on the Eastern Front. That is a not bad lesson learned there. Somebody is opening my garage door. All right, is Metz going to hold out? No. That was a good. It was a long shot, but I am so glad I upgraded that guy in Stettin. He really wants to get me out of Norway, the last couple of bits there. Okay. So we're back. That was a whole lot of movement there. Punched a couple of holes in my defenses. And we'll have to see where we are here. It looks like the light's streaming through here on my feed. Unfortunately, I have this in front of my window. It's the only place I've got it. So I'm trying to keep the light from coming in. Okay. So there's a lot of not goodness here. So Epekepe and I have been talking, and it's I don't think it's any fun for him anymore, and it's of course not as much fun for me getting my butt kicked like here. So this is going to be the very last episode. I believe we both agree I can hold till May, which is just a couple of turns away, or at least close to it, right? And I told him that I just wanted to play one more turn, let you guys know that this would be the last episode and that I had one more surprise in store for him, right? So we're going to do that. Obviously, he's a much better player than I am. I have learned so much in this series. So the first thing that I've learned is that it's really important not to neglect your defense of Europe. So, and by that I mean I'm used to playing things like Third Reich where you defend the beaches and that's really all you need to defend. Well, not so much here, right? So that's a whole different animal, and you have to defend more than just the beaches or the ports. Okay, here's your little surprise, dude. Oh, even now, I don't get good rolls. Isn't that something? But we're on. We have it. Unfortunately, I don't think I own the ports. Can I land? Nope, can't get in there. But that's okay. He'll have to wait one more turn, which is not going to happen out. But Hawaiian Islands seem to be also important, and I probably should have taken them as well. The next game I'll be playing is against Old Crow Balthazar, and we'll bank a bunch of turns before we get started. But the bottom line is that I'll be playing the Allies, he'll be playing the Axis, and I'll get to see the other side of the coin. And again, he's one of those guys who's got a lot of hours in this game, and so that too will probably be a butt whipping, but I'll enjoy it nonetheless. Probably needs to come back. He's coming from multiple sides. In any case, the surprise worked. I landed in the Hawaiian Islands and took them. Don't know if that's going to impact his game at all because he has so many other ports over here. But if I had that earlier, that might have mattered. Okay, so let's go back to the AAR. Lesson 1. Try to get Hawaii. Lesson 2. If you're going to go into India, make sure, well, that's the other game. Well, we'll come back to that one. Okay, so that's the first thing. The only big ports he has are in the Hawaiian Islands. Otherwise, these are all small, so maybe you should try to get Hawaii. Maybe. Lesson 2. Mobility seems to be important in China because of the mountains. It's so hard to slog through here unless you have some mobility. So it might be useful. And that way you can get in there. Lesson 3. The Italians surrender. And so what you have to do is you have to figure out how to defend Italy and Belgrade and possibly Greece as well without Italian units. Lesson 4, do a better job of defending North Africa. And when the Americans come in, they actually invade other countries, right? So that's, they didn't just come to North Africa. They went through Morocco and then Tunis and then in. Lesson 4, be aware of them attacking the neutrals like Vichy, right? So he came through here and came around in order to get a better position. Lesson 5, Denmark, and I learned this in both games. Keep somebody in Copenhagen. Hell, keep multiple units up here, because once you lose this and this happens, it's really, really hard to come back from that. I don't know that I have a lesson up here. Just because I'm still holding on. Inevitably, they're going to get into Oslo. Okay. Next lesson. Stop building all of the elite units. That is a lot of money that I could have been spending on other things, right? And I think lesson 8, I think I have at least one more headquarters somewhere. I've got these guys controlling these guys controlling these guys controlling the Balkans, and maybe down here. Here over here, I got nothing over here, right? I need more and more. I need more, at least probably 2 more headquarters for the Germans to be effective. So that's kind of my AAR for the game. The biggest ones are Denmark, the defense of France, the Italy just leaving the game when there's a unit in Italy somewhere, that really hurt. And of course, the mobility in China. Other than that, I think this has been a great game, a great learning game for me. Some of those things have translated into the Harry game, although not in time, but it has been a lot of fun. So this one is over. Congratulations to Epekepe for thoroughly trouncing me. I do believe I could have held on till February. What is that? One this turn, then the next turn is March, April, May. It's 3 more rounds. Maybe. It would have been close. It would have been close. So please like, subscribe, come back early and often. For now, this one is over, and I'm out.